Hey YouTube! As you probably guessed from the title, I am excited, or just letting you know, that Ryzen Second Generation is here. If you don't know what Ryzen is, let me just give you a quick rundown. Ryzen is AMD's newest CPU lineup. We have the Ryzen 3 series, 5, and 7 series. The previous generation, sorry, I don't know the 5 and the 3 series, but I know the 7. I have the 7, the 1700X, 1800, and I believe 1800X. Might have that switched. Anyway, I'm really excited for AMD's new processors, so let's see why. Alright, as you can clearly see, the new Ryzen processors are pretty powerful actually. The previous generation was really powerful too, and now they're just improving it. Let's look at the Ryzen 7, 5, and 3 processors. Alright, so we have, for the Ryzen 7, we have the 2700X, the 2700, and then the 5 we have the 2600X and the 2600. Now, as you can see, the 2700X, it has 8 cores, 16 threads, just like its predecessor, but now the base clock is 3.7 gigahertz and the boost is 4.3 gigahertz. I'm gonna say this would probably be a successor to the 1700X. So that's what, like a 15-20% speed increase. And then the 2700, which I'm guessing would be a successor to the 1700, it has a huge increase, in my opinion, with a base clock of 3.2 gigahertz and a boost clock of 4.1 gigahertz. The base clock is 200 megahertz higher than the previous gen, and the boost clock is 0.4 gigahertz or 400 megahertz higher. And then the 2600X, the 5 series, both of them only have 6 cores and 12 threads. Both of the Ryzen 7 processors have 8 cores with 16 threads. Now the 2600X comes in at 3.6 gigahertz on the base and 4.2 on the boost. And the 2600 comes in at 3.4 on the base and 3.9 on the boost. Now with this increased performance, the TDP is also increased, unfortunately, with the 2700X drawing 105 watts, but you know that that's probably going to be increased a lot in actual use. The 2700 is 65 watts. I think that's actually about the same as the 1700. I'll have to check on that, but it's, even if it is higher, it's not much higher. Now the 2600X is 95 watts. And I'm pretty sure that's at least a little bit higher. I think like maybe 20 watts higher than previous gen. I'm not sure on that either. And then 2600 is at a nice 65 watts. Alright, so as you can see, I am really excited for the Ryzen 2 series. I've been waiting for it since I built my Ryzen prop build, because I used to be under the impression that Intel was, you know, the king. If you wanted good performance, you had to have an Intel processor, but after using Ryzen, that's not the case, I found out. Like, I saw the prices of Intel processors and I'm like, no. And then I heard about Ryzen, and then I saw the speed of them and how many cores, and I'm like, and that's like $300 less than Intel. And then, after overclocking it, and then I compared the CPU-Z benchmarks, it actually outperformed the 6700K. My little Ryzen 7 1700, not even the 1800X or the 1700X, just the 7 1700. I think I paid like maybe $250 for it, and it outperformed a $1,000 Intel processor. Obviously, gaming might be a little different story, and different benchmarks might give you different results. But still, if it beat it in one benchmark, that means that it's either at least pretty close, if not better. So, there's that. I'm just really happy for Ryzen too. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.